necessarily not that you're not capable, but people that aren't used to doing it, it can be very intimidating. So go at
I'll
it.
give it a whirl.
Use me. Free reign on me.
Okay.
In fact, I would like to participate in that too.
And Daniel, you too.
Everybody's in agreement that they would like the bell to be rung in case.
Not me. And just one other one, because we have not been using the bell here very frequently, is we don't use the bell for our speakers.
Okay. So can you raise your hand if you want me to use the bell for you?
Okay.
Again, I don't bite, so Tom DeHans, could you please come and sit in the front?
Sure.
So we'll have a full house here. The vote counter is Cedra Nasu. Cedra, could you tell us what your role
Yes,
is?
as vote counter, I will be counting the votes, so you will be passing me the votes after the speeches, after the evaluations, and after the table topics, and I will tally them up, and if there's a tie, I'll break it silently in my head, and I'll tell you the winner. That's it.
And finally, we have the role of the grammarian today. And Lauren Kelly would please tell us.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. I have selected the word conciliate. I'll pass these around if you put them just in the middle of the table, and I'll put one at the lectern as well. It's a verb. It means to overcome the distrust or hostility of, placate or win over, to win or gain goodwill, regard, favor, to make compatible or reconcile, and the fourth definition is to become agreeable or reconciled. There are a couple of examples here. You all are capable of reading. I think it's a good word that is fairly easy to use in our everyday language. Mr. Toastmaster.
Madam Grammarian, pardon me, the pronunciation, is that the only pronunciation? Because I've never pronounced it quite that way.
Oh, well, that's how it was.
Conciliate?
Conciliate. It's a verb. So I think we're,
Not conciliate would be.
well, all I can share
Yeah,
with
okay.
you is how they defined it. Now, dictionaries may differ.
Yeah. Okay.
I think the word is the same, right?
Okay.
And the definition is the same,
Yes.
even if the emphasis is on a different syllable.
Thank you, Lauren, for As even as Lauren was going through the role of the grammarian, our general evaluator walked in. So, Madam General Evaluator, would you please tell us what your role is, Maria Ramirez?
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster. I will be discussing the events that or the sections of the meeting that take place, and giving an evaluation for each section, noting different things that people have done, and sharing that with you all. Thank you.
As you know, every Toastmaster meeting has three parts. We have the prepared speeches, and then followed by the table topics, and finally the evaluation, which is the most important part of the Toastmaster meeting. We are very fortunate to have two speakers today, two experienced speakers actually, and they'll be delivering speeches from the Competent Communicator Manual as well as the Advanced Communicator Manual. But first, we'll be going through the speaker Mark Q. But prior to that, let me ask Ari Lally to tell us the timing for the speeches today. Ari?
Thank you. For today's two speakers, Mark and Bella, I'll be timing based upon 5 to 7 minute speech qualification using actually my cell phone, and I'll be using in 30-second increments these flashcards here.
At 5 minutes, you'll show the green card.
Sure, in 5 minutes I'll
I can show here. The speeches are 5 to 7 minutes. So
Okay, sure.
To show the green.
Okay, sure. So using these cards here, then in 5 minutes, be using the green cards, 5-minute indicator, 6-minute indicators for this yellow card, and then finally 7 minutes is your warning sign to end the speech, red flashcards. And that's the warning system.
And they have 30 seconds to wrap up.
And then they have 30 seconds to 30 seconds to wrap up the final speech.
Very good.
Thank you.
Speaker number 1 is Mark Q, and he's actually will be speaking from the Advanced Communicator Manual, and his evaluation is being done by Annette Parsons. Annette, will you please tell us what his objectives are today?
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster. Absolutely. Mark is speaking from the advanced manual called the Entertaining Speaker. Project number 1 has two main objectives. One is to entertain the audience by relating a personal experience, and 2, to organize an entertaining speech for maximum impact.
So we have, speaking today before us, our past president of this club, who also is, I believe, a competent communicator, achieved that last year. He also was a treasurer for the Division E last year. And today he's advancing into the advanced manual, like preparing a speech on the entertaining speaker. Project number 1. It's called Stay at the Ad. Let's all welcome Mark Yu.
Thank you, Chris. Last summer, I had to go on a 3-day business trip down to San Diego. My company gave me the option of either commuting each day, which was 180 miles, or staying at a hotel. But the hotel could not exceed $80 per night. So I went on Priceline, did a search, and the average hotel was $120 per night. So what I did was I expanded it to neighboring cities, and boom, on the first try, I found a hotel for $80 per night. It was in Sorrento Mesa. But it was a Hyatt Summerfield Suite hotel. So I was interested in finding out what would it cost me if I just went to the Hyatt site directly. So I went to the site, put in my check-in, check-out date, $168. So I was saving myself over 50% each night. And I also looked at the picture, the hotel looked brand new. So I was getting a great deal, really excited. So the week came where I had to go down to San Diego for my trip. I worked all day. That afternoon, I finished around 4 o'clock. So I needed to head up to the hotel before it got dark. I didn't know where Sorrento Mesa was. So I pulled out my GPS, which is supposed to tell you where to go. I plugged in the address, and it tells me that I needed to proceed to the highlighted route. What does that mean? If I knew what the highlighted route, I wouldn't ask you. And then I started driving, and it said, make a left turn in 300 feet. I told the GPS, there's a sign there, no left turn allowed. It clearly states no left turn allowed. No left turn allowed. And it says nothing. And then I get this attitude from it. Recalculating. And then I continue to drive. And it said, turn left on the next street. Hot Tail Drive. Okay, Hot Tail Drive. I didn't know there was a Midwestern street in San Diego called Hot Tail Drive. And then I finally realized, once I passed the street, it was Hotel Drive. And it went back to recalculating. I finally reached the hotel. And I asked the front desk person, I needed a quiet room. And she said, our hotel is sold out, but I'll give it a try. So she punched in the computer. Okay, I found this room on the 4th floor. She gives me the key. I go up to the room. Nice room, you know, the Hyatts are upscale, big screen TV and everything. So still bright outside. I decided to go for a jog. So I come back, need to take a shower. So I went into the bathroom to take a shower, and when I turned on the water, the handle fell off, plunk, into the tub. So the water never went on. And so I called the front desk to get a repairman up to get it fixed. So this guy, so as I was calling on the phone, the keys got stuck. And I thought, wow, this is a Hyatt hotel. So I pulled out my cell phone and called, and finally a repair guy came up, and he tried to fix it, and he wasn't able to fix it. He said, well, I don't have the tools, but a guy's going to come in tonight. He's on call, and he'll come and fix it for you. So I go out and eat, come back, and the shower was still not fixed. So it was getting to be about 10, 11 o'clock, and I got tired. So I decided to go to sleep. And next thing I knew, I hear this loud banging on my door. And I look at my alarm clock. Wow, 1:30. Who could that be? So I looked through the peephole in the door. Big guy, 6'2", 300 pounds. And he was wearing a gray uniform. I go, wow, maybe this is the shower repair guy. So I opened the door, and he says, what are you doing in my room? Where are my bags? And I go, oh my gosh. They must have gotten the room mixed up, or this guy didn't pay his bill or something. So I go, sir, they checked me into this room today. Your bags are probably downstairs. He goes, okay. So he goes downstairs. The next morning, I go out of the hotel to my car, and I notice the hotel sign. It did not say Hyatt. It said something else. And I thought, oh my gosh, did I go to the wrong hotel? And then I go back in, and I asked the receptionist at the front desk, and she said, well, Hyatt just bought this hotel 2 weeks ago, and they are in the process of remodeling. So, next time I go down to San Diego for a business trip, I am going to take the train. If I need to go anywhere, I am going to take the taxi. Mr. Postmaster.